So guys, this is a typical day for me in TerraFirmaCrack 3. I am hiding in the dark, waiting for the sun to rise. Um, haven't recorded a whole lot the last couple days. We've been pretty busy. I'll probably show a little bit around the base. That's my reminder that it's going to be getting light soon. Still got about a couple hours left. But anywho, I'm trying to collect some charcoal for the group. I hid myself in this little spot, making it a little bit fancier for myself. If someone finds this, unfortunately, it'd be pretty obvious that a person was here. So I might have to, once I'm getting done with everything, cover this up with dirt or something. But overall, it's looks like stuff's starting to burn. And haven't heard the rooster crow the last few days. I don't know what the deal is with that. But here we go. Always run out and check behind me. Make sure there's not any nasties. Go ahead and collect my piece of straw because it's also a obvious sign that people have been here. I'm not super far from home. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to leave real obvious signs. But we need lots of sticks and charcoal, so I'm just working on that. The scythe helps collect sticks. It breaks the leaf real fast, but you still get the same chance of a stick. And then I've got a copper axe to help cut down, or a bismuth bronze axe, I guess. And I made it, so I should know it was bismuth bronze and not copper. But probably later I'll show you all the process for making tools for early level tools. You don't need to do the smithing like you used to. It's actually a lot of the early ones you can cast instead, so that makes it a little bit easier to get those early tools, especially since they've made other things harder about the early stuff. But yep, this is it. I'll probably be editing some of this stuff out. Try to keep this exciting as much as I can. I might actually get rained on. Yay. Start working on making this into a pit, because that's something I'm going to need to do. So let's go ahead and do that. So throw some sticks on the ground here. And we need a fire starter. Not really much use for sticks. I'm going to get that started because I don't like to put my logs down while it's still burning. Let's go ahead and put some logs to the side. I don't think it can catch it on fire, but I always get paranoid. Guess we'll find out since I didn't have much room. I thought about this, would have done this during the night, but do what you gotta do. probably go ahead and put another thing of wood here already, so I don't have to worry about it later, and then put some cobble or something on top. There. Alright, back to work. Lost part of my daylight doing that. Try not to cut a whole lot of trees in the middle of a forest. I figure if I cut on the edge of a forest, people will just think it's the forest is growing a little bit, because the forests do expand a little over time. And then plus, if I keep coming back here every once in a while, if I noticed any saplings, I just pop them off, because I don't want it obvious that people have been around. Looking around while I'm working. Oop, did you hear that ground falling? There's probably a hot springs. Yep. There's a lot of those in this game. It's a new feature, and it is kind of cool, but then it's kind of annoying because there's really no use for them. So all it does is gives you scary sounds of falling gravel or dirt when you're walking around, makes you feel like you're gonna fall into a big hole. But oh well, but I'll keep on working here for a little bit, and probably edit the rest of this out, so I'll talk to you later. Mark this before I lose track of it later. It's on my deaths. Hope I won't forget that. Ooh. Here comes creep. That's nice. Is it already getting late enough? It's hardly midday. It's not dark enough for him to catch fire though, so the Sith is pretty good for fighting with. Not as good as a real weapon, you know, like a sword or a mace, but I have to look around to see if there's any nearby zombies, because this one has the zombies all come running to help their friends out. Logic in this mod pack. Doesn't look like it. Make sure I get a little bit of experience. Levels do mean a little bit more hit points, which might save me later. And let me keep on looking. I was actually looking, I had seen a sequoia forest somewhere nearby. Maybe I'll go up on a tower tonight and see if I can find it. Now these willow trees give a ton of sticks, but I've really hoping to get something with a little bit better ratio of wood. So let's go this way. See what kind of tree this is over here. Maybe I'll have some fruit on it for me. It's hard to tell from here in the rain. Looks like it's got cherries on it. Or maybe apples. Nope, it looks like cherries. Sweet. I hate it when it breaks the leaves. Guess I'm such a violent picker it makes the leaves fall off, but then the bad part about that is then obviously someone's been here. The leaves grow back pretty quick though when they're in season, I think in a couple days. Now it's getting dark. I'm try to pick up all these cherries real quick and then get the heck out of Dodge. Nervous. The man's gotta eat. Oh, strawberries. I guess this is where I'm spending the night now. That was scary. It just did like a 10-second initialization of my stupid thing. I don't know what is going on. Sometimes it seems to work fine and sometimes it says it's initializing for a while. Hopefully the sync isn't messed up. So I am sitting here watching smoke curdle up from my fire pit, hoping that that means that this charcoal pit will work correctly. Lost a lot of stuff with the last one not working right and also died. So here's hoping that this one works. It's night, so not a whole lot else I can do. This whole area was full of log piles for my next test, but since I lost all that wood, I almost had enough for another fire pit because I'd been collecting while it was supposedly burning, and then I opened it up and it had only burned like the one log pile above it. So then I tried fixing it and putting all the log piles back, and that's when it caught on fire and spontaneously ignited all the log piles while I ran trying to make it to the water, which is just right over there, and died literally on the edge of the shore. So I guess you can see my death point. And that's how close I got. But yeah, so hopefully this time it works. I did make a demo. I did do a test in Creative, trying to figure out why it caught on fire, and figured out apparently there's a feature or bug that it just decides that you should have started it but you forgot, and it just starts itself or something. So this time I expected it to start itself, so I quickly put the dirt to cover it up, but I'm worried that it's going to do like it did last time and I wait for almost a full game day and then open it up and all it's done is wasted, a log pile. But alright, well, we'll see what happens, I guess. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. It stopped smoking. Had collected a few more wood while it was burning. So now it's time for the test of EA just died. I'm almost afraid to look. My stomach's all in knots because I'm afraid it's going to just be a big mess in here. Yay! Charcoal! Woohoo! Never been so excited to see charcoal! Yeah, so this is basically how much charcoal I lost last time. So now I've got lots of work to do. So let me get busy. If y'all don't mind, I'll probably just keep recording for a little bit, but I'll edit a lot of this stuff out, I'm sure. It's pretty sad to be excited about charcoal working as expected, but after the the first mess where I died, and then I tried it again and it caught on fire, and I was luckily able to run away and not die the second time on this server. So then I went to creative on single player to try and figure it out, and finally figured out what was going on. So at least now that I know, it's a little bit easier actually to start fire pits, because you just can assume it's going to catch on fire on its own. Sounds like we've got some friends close by. But that's okay, I'm going to be hiding in here for a while working. So, need to make me some shovel heads. I think it's probably going to take me at least a couple of shovels. And if you can't tell, it is the middle of the night. That's why there's zombies out there having fun. Here we go. Charcoal time. Surprised. I was worried that where I'd put that piece of thatch there, it was going to catch the thatch on fire. So I guess thatch does work for a fire pit, if you weren't sure. I haven't really decided how it decides where to put all the charcoal. I think it just randomly puts it here. I'm going to go ahead and get my new fire pit started. Just because, you know, out of habit, this is the way I do it for the smaller fire pits. Because I was having problems with it starting weird, which now I know why, because it's a bug. And I did have someone tell me that per one of the developers, this isn't, it's more a glitch, it's not something they planned. So not sure if it's something that's going to be fixed for the next version or not. I know there's supposed to be a new version coming out soonish. Don't want to lose any charcoal, because we are really needing some charcoal. That's the bad part of trying to mass produce stuff for 7 players, is it's a lot and a lot and a lot of charcoal needed. And yeah, I think it's going to take more than 2 shovels too. And I'm still alone on the server, well, as far as my team goes. I've got 9 deaths now, guys, and I don't even know that half of them have been on camera, because I keep on dying doing stupid stuff that I don't think there's any risk of dying, so I'm not recording, and I don't think it's worth watching. And then I go off and die. So guess I, you know, if this wasn't less than 2 weeks, I would say, you know, I would record every time I play, but I tend to be on, you know, lots of hours every day. And, you know, a lot of those hours I'm mostly just helping out the group. You know, I'm more of a support the team type of person, so I'm, you know, collecting sticks and cutting down trees and filling water buckets and prettying up the place, fun stuff like that. Letting the people who like to do the smithing and stuff do more of that. Yep. Definitely gonna need some more. I'd say probably at least 2 more. But anyways, yeah. So it's not, you know, that I don't want to learn that other stuff. It's just that, you know, the only one person can really do some of those tasks at a time, and if someone else likes to do it, I'm not that particular. I actually enjoy doing the mundane type of things like this. It's relaxing for me. To me, it's fun to see how much charcoal I can get on a charcoal run. Of course, this one's taken me longer than expected, and cost me a life too. And I've lost a lot of resources, which I'm sure y'all are already tired of hearing about, so I guess I'll shut up. So I'll probably do this one more time, fill it all up, light it, hang around for a while, pick it all up, and head on back to base. I may even just light it up and head to base and come back later and get it. It just depends on how late at night it is. It's already getting kind of late for me. Maybe finish it off. And of course it's raining, I swear. I'm sure I've complained already about the weather. It's about 24 more. There's 8 in a full block. But it takes us, I think it's 32 pieces of charcoal to make 6 ingots of iron. And you know, lots of iron needed to equip 7 people with armor. Plus just building all of the stuff that you need to build to get the 7 pieces of armor. So we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks and 6 pieces from that. That's not too bad a return. It does take a while to fill it up though.